Wow, that was new. Gay! Hey internet, it's Jessica and welcome to Love is Strange. Love is Strange. We're back again. I remember when I said I was gonna play this game again and then I never did. Anyway, so this is a fan-made game. It's a dating sim, a gay dating sim for the game Life is Strange. If you haven't played that, I highly suggest you get that game. There's a link in the description where you can get it, or if you want to watch my Let's Play on Life is Strange, you can get it there as well. And if you want to get this game, there's a link in the description where you can grab it. It's free to play, so yay, you can date all the girls from the game. I already did the Chloe route. If you want to check it out, I'll put it on the screen. Today, I'm going to do Victoria's route because I asked you guys last time, and you all mentioned to me that you want to see Victoria's. Because Victoria, I don't hate her. I know she's a giant bitch in the game, but I don't hate her. She's just she's a complex character, and that's what I like about her, even though she's kind of a bitch. But we're gonna see how she plays out in this game. It's very interesting, because I had a feeling she's a bit gay for Max in Life is Strange. I think that's kind of obvious. Anyway, let's get into it. So, the last time I did this, I went straight to the bathroom because Chloe was there smoking weed. What a shocker. This time I'm going to the courtyard because somebody else is over there, and that's Victoria. I head outside the dorms and see Kate sitting on a bench out in the front of the lawn, sketchbook in hand. Up ahead I see Victoria focused on a bulletin board. I guess I do have time to chat. Let's go to Victoria. Victoria looks so focused on the message board. Got her arms crossed like she's annoyed by something she's reading, but I'm not sure what she's looking at. I scan my eyes over the board. There are flyers for a club meeting, another plea about the cat pics tablet, something about global warming, the average Blackwell marquee. I don't usually go out on my way to talk to Victoria, but she might be the only person who takes photography class seriously as I do. Might be good to discover what she thinks about today's surprise. Hey, Victoria. Victoria turns around for a split second. I see a surprise on her face before it's replaced with this stern look. What do you want, Max? Her tone isn't totally hostile today. Guess that's something, at least. Just wanted to say good morning, if that's okay. Victoria stirs and rolls her eyes. I wouldn't call it a good morning as long as you're around. Whoa, Victoria. Wait, seriously? I throw up my hands in defense, giving a huff of exasperation. I can't catch a break with Victoria, can I? Wow, nice burn. Let me go to the nurse and get myself an ice pack. Oh my god. You know, I haven't played Life is Strange in a long while, but one thing I remember about Max, she's really sassy. Victoria crosses her arm with an impatient sigh and then gestures with her fingers. Really? What do you want? I glance back to the bulletin board and see a small flyer in the corner. It's an advertisement for a photography exposition in Portland. I think I found what Victoria was looking at. Just wondering what you think that dogs got prepared for us today. You know, the surprise they mentioned last week? Victoria pursed her lips and looked away for a second, before turning back to me. I heard a rumor that's another photo contest, like last year. She sounds kind of tense about it. I suddenly remember how she placed second in the photo contest last year. She hadn't looked happy about it at all. I knew she busted her ass on it. Even I had to admit, her submission was really good. I totally thought she'd win. I had a feeling she took losing a lot harder than she let on. Victoria's a perfectionist, isn't she? If it is, good luck, Victoria. Her face, her eyes were like, what the fuck? That definitely wasn't a response Victoria was expecting. Her eyes widen, her mouth dropped open for a split second. Before she recovers, she's not scrawling at me anymore, at least. Yeah, you too, Max. Oh, I wasn't expecting that either. She's so gay for Max, you know? Even though I'm a total Chasefield shipper, I ship Chloe and Max together all the time. Even in the game, I could sense a little, you know, Victoria's going gay a little bit there. We stand there for another moment. Neither of us seem to know what to do. Awkward. Victoria makes an irritating sound, but finally breaks in the silence. Look, I've got to get back to figure out my schedule for the week. Club meetings and shit. I'm pretty sure that wasn't what she was doing, but I'm not about to call her out on it. Yeah, of course. I'll see you in class. Ooh. She turns back to the bulletin board. Well, that could have definitely gone a lot worse. As far as encounters with Victoria Chase goes, that was particularly painless. Okay, so we're back in class with Dog, and I couldn't, the first time I saw this, I couldn't stop laughing. So Mark Jefferson is not in this game, thank goodness, because I hate him. Alright, here we go. So, you get to pick your partner for the photo contest, and we got Chloe, the Bae, Rachel, Kate, and today we are going to play with Victoria because, you know, we're gonna get in that Victoria action. Chasefield, here we come. Are you sure you want to choose Victoria? Yes, I am. I'm about to do the dumbest thing I've ever done. As I get up from my desk, I feel my body turn stiff and robotic, like it's trying to protect me from the humiliation that I'm about to suffer by paralyzing me, but I force my way through it. Come on, Max, just walk over to her. Just walk right over to Victoria Chase, who could ruin your reputation with a single status on social media of her choice. Okay, to be fair, when I did the Life is Strange Let's Play, I was nice to Victoria because I felt like that's the right thing to do, but I did the other thing where you were mean to Victoria, and she bitches about you on their Facebook thing. She wasn't that bad, I'm just gonna put that out right now. Victoria Chase, who is in fact incredibly talented and could help you produce something amazing, if only you could get her to treat you like a fellow human. I should seriously turn my ass right back around and sit down, but I keep walking. Victoria only seems to notice me once I'm standing right above her, never one to settle for being at anyone's feet. She immediately pushes her chair back, stands, and then kind of looms. I think I just shat a brick. What's up, sour grapes? What? Yep, that was a hella bad idea. I try not to look like I made a huge mistake. Oh, so clever. I take it you'll be entering? Yeah. I'm stalling for a time, thinking about changing my mind. Victoria's looking at me expectantly. She can really make people feel like they're nothing with that just one look. That's what sparks determination in me. I feel bold for a moment, and I gasp onto it before it slips away. Here goes nothing. I want to work with you. She's like, what the fuck? Victoria looks stunned. Her expression is so satisfying. Talk fast before my bravado disappears entirely. We both taken photography way too seriously. We've came to Blackwell to work on our photos and get better, right? We're both into the same artists and same eras, and I know you're practically an expert. I know we don't see eye to eye, and your style is almost completely opposite of mine, but I think we've got the best chance of winning if we work together. Will logic win over her? I have no idea. I haven't even fully thought this out. Insane desire to work with her. Her eyes narrow to slits. She's probably going to laugh in my face. I bet she wants us to be her versus me competition. I hold my breath. Finally, she speaks slowly. You're not as dumb as you look. Whoa. Thanks, I think. Then she sits down. I stare at her. Was that a... Victoria waves her hand at me, irritated. Come talk to me after class, okay? Get out of my face. Victoria, what the hell? I think that was a yes. We're interrupted by a dog trailing back to the front of the classroom and clearing their throat. Alright, I've gone in today's lecture. If you haven't picked up a partner yet, then be sure to do that before class lets out. I don't know what voice I was doing there. I settle into my seat as the lesson begins, but I can barely focus. All I can think about is the contest. My class is let out, it feels like an hour later, and I leap out of my seat. Just as Victoria asked me to, I walked over and approached her. She takes her time gathering her books and ignoring my existence. I wait. Finally, she straightens up and gives me a sharp jerk of the head. Well, what are you waiting for? Oh. After giving Dog our names for the registration sheet, I rush to follow her to the door. We'll meet tomorrow morning at that tin bucket of a diner. I'll text you to let you know the exact time. The two whales? Isn't that what I just said? You said the tin bucket, Victoria, goddammit. And no. Do you need my number? Victoria shoots me a withered look. Guess not. So she already has it, huh? Oh, Victoria has her number. I'm not saying she's gay or anything. But you know, that's none of my business. That's all. Be prepared tomorrow and do not be late. With a dismissive flick of her wrist, Victoria separates from me and takes long strides down the hall. Her head held high, I watch her go. I can't believe that worked. What have I gotten myself into? Oh, Max. Max always getting in trouble. Usually I feel totally at ease in this environment. In the middle of the frantic breakfast rush at Two Whales, complete with an atmosphere so loud and varied it makes it hard to nod off. The diner is alright with the manner of different faces, hungry truckers tapping their feet and banging their large fists against the counter, sleepy locals engaging in a quiet conversation over steaming coffee mugs, families dabbing at their faces of their children, and the already overworked staff bumming about the speed and accuracy I sure wouldn't able to accomplish without falling over. And it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. It seems way too late to be at that time, but that's the beauty of the morning rush, I guess. Well, to be more accurate, it's only 9:58. I woke up this morning to a text from Victoria demanding me to meet at 10 a.m. or never. Checking my phone to make sure I have the right time, I drum my fingers against the table and burn off the excess energy from my nerves. If I were meeting up with Chloe, I wouldn't be nervous at all. You say that now, Max, but you know you have a thing for Chloe. Well, maybe a little nervous that she'd leave me waiting for too long. I can't help but a little smirk overcome my lips at the thought, because I know for a fact she definitely would. That's definitely Chloe, because, you know, she's the troublemaker. She always tells me I'd better not be late, but she always is. It's fine, though. I guess I learned to deal with the wonky schedule of one Chloe Price. That's what you get when you pledge your loyalty to the captain. There's no room for me to be that upset. Being first mate isn't all it's cut out to be. The fuck, I just had a stroke. Ugh. What's with the look on your face? I jump at my seat with a sudden voice, and my smile dissolves quickly off my face. Victoria Chase is standing over my table, arms crossed and expression sour. I must have been so deep in my thoughts that I didn't even notice her come in. So much for preparing myself to deal with this. I looked down at my phone to check the time. 10 a.m. I don't know why I'm surprised. Of course she'd be as punctual as possible. When I pulled my gaze off the phone, I realized that she made out no effort to sit down. I can't help myself from thinking that she probably tried to use that as some leverage over me. As if she doesn't have enough control over Blackwell. I think that's Nathan. Nathan has more control, but you know, whatever. God, are you deaf or something? I asked you a question. That sparked some annoyance in the back of my mind, and I hurried to respond. Thinking none of your we could totally sass her too, but I want Victoria to like me, so I'll just no, this is not Chloe. I can't be like, you know, oh, I'm so Max. I'm super Max, and Chloe will like me, because Victoria's just, I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll be cold to Victoria. It's none of your business. Cross my arms to look up at her. Wouldn't you like to know, Victoria? For a second, I swear I can see her eyes widen. And narrow again, and she looks miles more irritated than before. I can tell that this is gonna grow great already, and I resist the urge to do a major facepalm. Just so I can mentally prepare myself to deal with a freak like you. The words actually do a sting, a little. I sit back in my seat slightly, hoping she wouldn't notice. The edge of her lips quirks up anyway, so I guess she must have. That just makes this whole situation worse. Cut it out, Victoria. You're the one who showed up anyway. I rolled my eyes and Victoria slipped immediately after. Luckily she doesn't encounter with anything else. I really don't think it's a good sign for our project if we start arguing this early on. That's probably too much to ask considering who I'm working with. Whatever, let's not waste any more time. Does that mean you're going to sit down? Victoria's eyebrows twitches at my assertion. I can't stop myself from smiling smugly. I half expected her to say something. Instead, all she does is huff and tuck a lock of her hair behind her ear, sliding effortlessly into the seat. It's too early to deal with you, Caulfield. Too early? It's already 10 in the morning. That's a little early for me too, so you know, I'm just... I raise an eyebrow at her. Even Chloe would have called me out earlier than this. Victoria shoots me a look and averts her gaze to one of the many waitresses passing by, as if that will make them show up any faster. Some people actually need their beauty sleep. I'm not surprised that you haven't heard of it, with how you look. Oh my god! Whoa, Victoria, why are you throwing shade this way? What the fuck? Ouch, she's on a roll today. I crossed my arms, watching her warily. Seriously, if you were gonna come here to insult me, why did you even agree to work with me? Victoria pauses, then pinches the bridge of her nose. Don't flatter yourself. Before Victoria can finish her response, a waitress finally shows up and takes her order. Victoria, of course, wastes no time. Coffee, black. She shoots me a look as if I'm the reason she's getting something so strong. I stand my ground, staring right back. For maybe a little too long, because Victoria clears her throat and then gestures to the waitress. We don't have all fucking day, Caulfield. My ears burn. I avert my gaze. Just coffee with bacon and eggs. Once the waitress pens down on the orders and speeds away, the atmosphere just feels as tense as before. Victoria is extremely quiet, and I can't find the words to say. It always feels like talking to Victoria is like trying to avoid stepping on landmines. It almost makes me regret this decision, maybe a little, but I quickly dash the thought from my mind. I know why I picked Victoria to help me. I've seen her work before, and for someone so sour, she has a ton of talent. I guess I've always wondered why someone so talented has to be such a jerk. She has everything, so what does she get from tearing everyone down? Because she's insecure! Victoria is insecure, we already know this. I peeked at her again, and I catch her looking out the window instead of me. There's this little fur in her brow, as if she's thinking about something. It's probably something about me. Maybe she's questioning this decision as much as I am. Hey, Victoria? Victoria turns her head to look at me, brows still furrowed. As she opened her mouth to respond, our waitress comes by and drops off our drinks. Whatever she was going to say swelled up by her taking a hold of the coffee and sipping it. I almost want to wince, imagining how bitter that was. So, our project. Right. Do you have any ideas? What do you have in mind? Let's say, what do you have in mind? Because, you know, Victoria. Since I'm dealing with Victoria, it's probably easier to ask her what she has in mind first. What do you have in mind? Do you have any idea? Oh, awkward! They said the same thing! This is getting so awesome, alright. Victoria Chase. We both stopped short. Our sentence is totally mismatched. It takes me a moment to realize what she was trying to say, and really, I'm surprised. Was she actually asking me for my opinion? Because she likes you. This is getting gay. I see her grip tightly on the mug, and she turns her head away from me and looks at the window. I blink hard because there's no way the light pink dusted over her cheeks is real, but she's blushing! Oh my god, Victoria Chase. Whoa, Chasefield intensifies. As soon as I do, it's gone, and she's glowering at me again. Were you seriously asking for my opinion? Don't tell me you were planning to peg all the work on me, Caulfield. Her eyes narrowed, tone almost downright poisonous. I groaned softly at the accusation. That's not what I meant. This is a collaboration, in case you forgot. Maybe if you got your head out of the clouds once in a while, you'd realize that. Victoria, stop trying to cover up the fact that you like Max, okay? I furrowed my brows, a little irritated. Does she seriously think I was trying to push all the work on her? I tried to be considerate, and all I did was got yelled at. Well, I mean, we should probably figure out where we're going to shoot, right? Victoria hums in agreement at my words, seemingly pleasant for now. That's right, since the focus is Arcadia Bay, it shouldn't be hard to find a suitable spot. Are you saying you know good places to shoot? She pauses and taps her fingers against the table. Of course, but that doesn't mean I'm going to give you a chance to prove yourself. Can't help but snort a little, and Victoria shuts her eyes at that, annoyed again. At least that's what it looks like, but she continues easily. As I was saying, I'd like to hear your opinion on the matter. Victoria's gaze zeroes in on me. I instantly feel a little more awkward underneath the judgmental eyes. It makes me more nervous than it should, and I swallow dryly and reach for my coffee. In actuality, I didn't know if I'm good for this. The fact that Victoria is asking for my opinion is more than a bit intimidating. I could think of a few, but I'm not sure don't. I wouldn't ask for your opinion if I didn't think you were somewhat competent. Whoa, she's complimenting her. Oh my god. Victoria huffs, and then I rub the back of my neck. Is that supposed to be a compliment? I've got something in mind too. Fortunately for you. Really? Victoria presses her lips, resting her elbow on the table again, looking over at me. Yes, I do. Clean out those hipster ears of yours, and you won't have to ask me dumb questions like that ever again. There's another pause, and then Victoria's looking out the window again, waving me off. Finish your food already, and then tell me what you think you want to do. It'd be a shame if I didn't give you an amateur taste of a chance. I'm so surprised that she's letting me take on the reins that I almost forgot I had food in front of me, and I take the opportunity to nosh on it. I also take the opportunity to think hard about my decision. There's no way I'm going to argue about this. This isn't a chance that comes often. It might be a little bit, but I kind of expect her to take a complete charge. So, spit it out already. Okay, I think it's best if Max takes charge, because I think that's what Victoria wants, because she as commanding and bossy as Victoria is, I feel like that's what Victoria wants in a partner. Not just for this project, in relationship-wise. I think I know where we could go. You think? Victoria sips on her coffee impatiently and wipes at her mouth with a napkin. I backtrack a little, frowning. No, I know. That's what I thought. Where are we going? You'll see. I got the perfect place to take Victoria for this. Hopefully she doesn't find it a way to chew out me anyways. Where are we going? Getting into Victoria's expensive car after leaving the diner was stressful enough. And it didn't help. As soon as I sat down, she snapped at me for directions, wasting no time at all. That didn't stop her from turning on the radio. At first I thought it was some kind of attempt to drown me out. But she kept her trashy party music at a pretty decent level, which was kind of nice. Shows she cared enough to listen to me. Ooh, that's good. It's your time to shine, Max. It's not every day you get to order Victoria around. Well, that's what I thought, but I kept my voice calm, as I could in the face of Victoria's apartment displeasure and nonchalance. We can make it in no time due to the lack of traffic. Not there was usually any traffic. It's a sad story, but Arcadia Bay is kind of like a ghost town these days. Before I came back to Blackwell, it used to be lively, or from what I remember from the days William took us around town, and Chloe and I started sword fights in front of two wheels. The thought is a little depressing. Which is exactly why I picked this spot today. I thought if we were going to shoot anywhere, it would be somewhere vibrant. Somewhere with a little more life. For Victoria's sake, at least. I can handle the nature, but I don't think I've seen Victoria willingly shoot a tree or a squirrel. People are more her thing. Caulfield, Max! My train of thought was broken again by Victoria's demanding tone, its edge with annoyance. It takes me a second to realize she's already parked the car. Sorry, I zoned. She's just like, don't fucking zone out on me, Max, her fucking sassy finger over there. As if that wasn't inherently obvious. Jesus Christ, Max. I expect her to keep going on about it, so I frowned and opened my mouth to stop her, but before I do, she's already getting up and throwing open the door. This is it, right? You didn't zone out and give me the wrong directions, did you? I huffed through my nose, scratching sheepishly at the back of my neck. No, Victoria, this is it. Victoria gives me a look, then gets out of the car. I unbuckle my seatbelt, fumbling with my camera bag for a moment, then I follow her out. As soon as I'm out of the car, the scent of the air hits me really hard, a sharp contrast from the heavily perfumed scent of Victoria's car. My nose is filled with the salty tang of the ocean, and my ears are filled with the idle chatter of the people. I quickly focus on Victoria and sit up on the cloudy blue sky. I see her with her arms crossed, watching the people mill about. There's something about her I can't quite place. It almost looks like she's not breathing. I see her exhale softly, and I wonder if I was right. Are you serious? What? I blink at the comment, unsure of how I should take it. There's something pensive in her tone, and then she purses her lips. Nothing, I just expected you to bring me somewhere else. You did? With your taste, I thought you'd bring me somewhere bland. Can't help it, I turn my head to hide away my amusement. I think I know what she's getting at. She'd probably think we would go to, like, the lighthouse, or no, the park, because, like, Max is, like, into animals, right? No, let's say the lighthouse. She'd probably think we were going to the lighthouse. Like, the lighthouse? Victoria furrows her eyebrows and then manages to soft scoff. Please tell me you're joking. The lighthouse provides amazing views of this hick town. There's more fucking potential there than your usual chance of winning. But that's not really a hard thing to suppress. Wow, Victoria, why do you have to be such a bitch? Oh my god. Ouch. I knew it couldn't be entirely right, but I didn't expect that sort of response from her. I think I managed to lower her opinion of me further. Anyways, I hesitate a little and go to the walk around the car to join Victoria, since she doesn't seem to like she's up into moving. Victoria's eyes are on me as I do, so I gesture vaguely to the boardwalk. We should walk around, I guess, scope out the area. Clearly. She says that if I were the one holding us up, not her. As promptly as ever, she begins to walk ahead of me, and I follow her after her before she leaves me behind. Victoria always walked up with purpose, whether or not she's actually got reason to. I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't have a reason. Victoria looks like she's so busy all the time, and she even makes buying from the vending machine seem like an important event. This isn't helping me out at all, though, because Victoria's got a few inches of height over me, making it a little hard to keep up with her long strides. She's got legs for days. That's basically what Max is saying. Does that mean you actually like it? I mean, I picked it for a reason. My breath comes out a little pant, but seems to bring Victoria's attention over to my attempt to match her pace. She slows down a little, waiting for me. At least, I think she is. I don't spend a lot of time thinking about it, just stepping beside her and walking with much more ease. It's acceptable, surprisingly. Surprisingly? Victoria frowns a little at the little groan that rolls off my tongue, and I bite my tongue to stifle anything else that comes out. It's a little frustrating, really. Victoria can act all standoffish as she does, but I like the little credit. Alright, chill. I meant to say it's nice, okay? Oh, the way Chloe, oh my god, I miss Chloe. The way Victoria says that is surprisingly hesitant, and I find myself staring at her in mild disbelief. Her eyes lock onto mine just for a split second, and I hold my breath with the gaze. She breaks it, and I'm able to breathe again. Wow, that was new. Gay! Thanks. Don't mention it, seriously. The edge slips back onto her voice as if it never happened in the first place. I don't know whether or not I'm disappointed. You said you had a reason? Oh, yeah. I definitely know why I picked the boardwalk. Not only is it gorgeous or the atmosphere is calming, but it feels like it brings life back into Arcadia Bay. Nothing feels stagnant here, not with families trying to hold back their kids from darting into the shops they can find, or couples relaxing as they watch the bay. In addition to that, I thought Victoria would appreciate the variety of models here. There's so many figures, so much to point the camera at. I thought you'd like it. That's why I asked, I guess. All of a sudden, Victoria stops walking, and I have to stop before I walk ahead of her. I look at her, tilting my head a little. Victoria gives me this dubious look and then crosses her arms. Oh man, what did I do to deserve her almighty wrath this time? You thought I'd like it? Why the hell would you care about that? Because Max likes you. I breathe in, and I hope I can explain it to her ways where she won't snap at me. Nature's not your thing, you're better at portraits, right? Oh man, I mean, it's true, she likes people. If you've seen her photography stuff in Life is Strange, she shoots a lot of people, but you're better at portraits, right? I don't want to, like, be like, because you're good at this shit. I don't know. Should I say that? Let's say that. Fuck this. Because you're better at portraits, right? Victoria dumps her fingers against her arm, considering my words, and then almost cautiously she speaks. Yes, I am. You noticed? Yeah, I've seen your work, and all your photos are pretty Avondon-esque. You have an eye for framing people, so I thought you'd work a lot better somewhere where there's a bunch of subjects. Something in Victoria's expression softened, the hard set of in her jaw relaxing. She makes a noise of approval, I think. Thanks, Max. I do try. We're gaining it! Yes! She's loving us, finally. But I didn't ask for you to cater to me. I can hold my own. I know that. I swear I wasn't down to you. As soon as I said that, I see her throw a bob, like she's swallowing something bitter. You had better not been. Like I said, this is a collaboration, so I shift on my feet, feeling awkward just standing in the middle of the boardwalk with no direction. Victoria catches my moves and then jerks her head towards the bench. I have no reason to agree, and she knows that. So she heads over and sits down. You're super talented, Victoria, and I'm not just saying that to stroke your ego or something. Victoria snorts. Chill, Max. I am chill. I'm just... Save it. I'm not interested in hearing some sappy hippie-ass explanation. Oh my god. This time, I'm the one who huffs. Some frustration burned the back of my mind, mostly because of one moment Victoria is tolerable and the next she's not. I fumble in response to this. Victoria gets to it first. If you're going to bother to tell me anything, then tell me what you're going to do if we win. The statement kind of hits me hard. Maybe it's worse because the way Victoria says it, it's so serious. My minor irritation gives away this odd kind of nervousness that flusters in my stomach. The same kind of feeling I always get when someone asks me what I'm going to do with my photos, or where I'm going to go in life, specifically, how I'm going to get there. Victoria's staring right at me too, and I can't read the look on her eyes very well. All I can focus on otherwise is that the light from the sunset frames her serious face. My mouth feels dry. I don't know yet, really. I press my palms against my jeans and shave off the nerves eating at my stomach, and I wait for her response. She looks back towards the sunset, leans forward so her elbows are against her knees. If we win, I'm using these shots in my portfolio, so I can submit them to the art gallery nearby. They'd be idiots if they didn't take my work, so I'm going to make sure they do. This will be amazing exposure. Oh. I say this almost breathlessly, and I hope she doesn't notice how amazed I am. Victoria's so dedicated. If there's one thing I'm envious of, it's that. But I guess it's not really envy. I think it's more of awe that keeps me looking at her. I wish I could be the same. Victoria seems so fearless. Let's say, that's amazing. She'd probably be like, what the fuck's wrong with you? That's amazing. The words come out before I can stop them, and I rub my palms against my jeans. Victoria turns to me, tension still clear and ceased between her eyebrows. It's almost like she doesn't know how to respond to my phrase. Thanks. I'm glad someone thinks so, even if it's you. So, if you go and waste it for me, don't think I won't make your life hell. She's trying to threaten me, but there's something else underneath that tone, I think. She likes you! There's a lot about Victoria that I still don't understand. I lean back on the bench and watch the sunset with her, unsure of how I'm supposed to feel. I want to find out more. Okay guys, I'm gonna end the episode right here. Things are getting pretty intense with Victoria. She's trying to play it off like I don't like Max, but clearly there's some loving going on there. We can totally see that. So God, I'm loving this so far. So yeah, guys, if you want to check out the game yourself, remember there's a link in the description. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about Victoria's route so far and how you think Victoria's gonna play out in the end, because she's playing hard to get and clearly it's not working on her. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everybody!